Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Chandy Ray, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a video today because of the season that we're in. This is like um, holidays, and everybody that celebrates is celebrating. However, I think there's like a spirit over this season, even if you don't celebrate any of the holidays. Um, I feel that there's still a heaviness and a spirit over this particular season as the year ends, where a lot of us feel grief, and we reflect on our loved ones that are no longer here with us. Some of us are even reflecting on loved ones who are actually still here. They're alive, well, and breathing. They're just not a part of our life. And you grieve the living as well. So I wanted to make this video because I know that there's been certain years that when this season came around, it was really, really hard for me to deal. Very hard for me to get through my days. I went through just a number of things that I didn't even recognize at the time that kept my spirit down, kept me low, and kept me feeling like I was just sad, wasn't happy, couldn't stop crying, stayed away from people, isolated myself. And so I went through all those different things, and I know I'm not the only one. And so I wanted to make this video because I wanted to share the truth of my part of my grief story during this holiday season, in hopes to inspire you to feel better this season. So the one thing that I want to share is I want you to think about how you're operating. The one thing that I did was I operated in avoidance. And I didn't know that until years later. Like, I can talk about it and recall now what I was doing, but I didn't know I was doing it then. My goal was to keep myself strong, to keep myself in a space where I wasn't going down a rabbit hole of emotions that I didn't feel strong enough to release. So in order to do that, to still look the way that I was looking, still interact with people and go to my salon and just be what everybody needed me to be for them, then I had to avoid certain things about that grief and the sadness of that loved one. And one of the ways I would avoid them, or how I was feeling, I would avoid looking at pictures. I couldn't look at pictures because it would allow me to recall that particular moment of what was happening. And I refused to get in that mode of that memory, what was happening, and go through all of the stages of that day and start crying and feeling sad and heavy and not knowing how to come up out of it. So I would avoid looking at pictures. I avoided looking at videos because I got tons of videos of a particular cousin of mine who passed on. Here we go. I don't want to do the crying like that. That wasn't a part of this video plan, which is a part of avoidance probably. So I'm conquering the avoidance thing right now. But I wouldn't look at videos because she was just vibrant and live. Her name was Joy. Vibrant, life, full of life of the party, life of the family, literally, life of the family. Like, she left in the life of our family left. So, and I'm learning not to apologize for my tears or my emotions. I do not apologize. So, I would avoid watching her on video. I would avoid talking about her and recalling different memories So I would just avoid her to the point where it almost felt like, am I trying to forget about her? Like, she was too important in my life to where, how can you not acknowledge certain things? Like, she's attached to so many things. How can you not acknowledge it? So I understood I was avoiding, thinking that was keeping me stronger, when really it was making matters worse for me. Because if I was on an airplane, or if I was with family and certain things would trigger me and remind me of her, all of a sudden the tears will start flowing, and the tears would come down in a place where I didn't want them to come out, and I couldn't control the emotions because I had packed them down for so long that I spilled something before this video, y'all. That's why I set it up like this. But I had packed it down for so long that that was like my coping mechanism. I had packed it down so long that it had to come out some kind of way, and it expressed itself in the places that I didn't want them to come out in, which caused me a temporary embarrassment. And I didn't want to be that emotionally vulnerable in front of certain people, but I couldn't help it. So I'm saying all of this and sharing this story with you because I want you not to have to go through what I have gone through with the whole avoidance issue. And maybe you just lost somebody dear to you, a mother, a father, cousin, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, close friend, whatever have you, grandparent. My heart goes out to you. It's never easy losing someone who has been a big part of your life, or someone that you never had a chance to be a part of your life and you were hoping for that chance. So I just want to give you my sincerest condolences and say that even though I might not know you, I know what that feels like. And I pray that you're able to get through this season in a healthier space. Not to say that you can't cry or shouldn't cry. I just don't want you to get into the avoidance of, not looking back on the memories. So I will ask you to do this for yourself and remember that person that God granted you however long you had with them. A child, I forgot to say that if you've lost a child as well. But just take a moment to be grateful. Like, Lord, you gave me this amount of years with this person, or this amount of months, weeks, or days with this person, and I'm grateful for that. Can you imagine your life had you not even had the experience of them? So let's just be grateful for the fact that we got to experience them for whatever length of time God allowed. And then I want you to be intentional about remembering them and the memories, recalling the different things that you can laugh at, that you can cry about, that you can smile about, and go look at some old pictures. Take time and breathe. That's one of the most important things. Just keep breathing. It's the indication that you will make it through it and that you're still here for purpose. Keep breathing. And just allow their legacy to live on. Don't forget about them. Don't avoid them for the sake of keeping yourself from being emotional. You have to release in some sort of way. And for some of you, it may be hard to cry, but just allow yourself that space to release, however, whatever that looks like. I don't know. But that's it. I'm not going to do a long video, but I wish you all peace and that you're able to feel comfort and love during this season, and that you do everything in your power to be happy, as happy as you can be. I don't know that it gets easier, but I think that we all learn how to we all learn how to live in their absence, their physical absence, but their spirit, as long as we keep it alive, it can be present. So that's it. Totally caught myself off guard. I felt like I had finally reached a point where I could talk about this without crying, and it's okay that I am crying. So y'all have an amazing November, December, and leaving out of this year. Uh, Remember the people that you loved that are no longer in your life and continue to love them. See y'all.